This is my 6th visit to the Triveni Sangam this Maha Kumbh Mela. I cannot believe how lucky I have been. Today is Maghi Purnima, which is one of the most powerful and auspicious bathing days of the entire century. And that's because Surya is entering into Kumbh today. So Kumbh Sankranti is happening today on the same day as Maghi Purnima. Now the tradition here at Prayag has always been Maghe Prayag. When it's Magh, you come to Prayag. The tradition has always been Maghe Prayage. When it is Magh, you come to Prayag. And that's what we've done. And that tradition does not just extend to the Maha Kumbh Melas or even the Ard Kumbh Melas. Every year there is a Maghi Mela here at the Triveni Sangam, stretching back for thousands of years, which means I believe that over 1 billion people have visited this Sangam over the millennia. If you think hundreds of thousands a year, if you think hundreds of thousands a year, rising to millions a year, in some years tens of millions, and this year hundreds of millions. Add it all up, and this is almost certainly the most visited place on earth. Now, what happens here? It is a Tirtha. In fact, it's the Tirthraj, the king of all of the Tirthas. Tirthas are places where we cross over. We cross over from ignorance to wisdom. We cross over from one side of a river to the other. It is where the Tirthanka Rishabh himself, the first Tirthanka of the Jains, meditated under Akshayavat. What is Akshayavat? Akshayavat is the everlasting, eternal banyan tree that forever lives and forever gives fruit. And that tree is right here at the Sangam, inside what is now the fort. You can visit it, or what remains of it, in Patal Puri, which is an underground subterranean mandir where the roots and the trunk of Akshayavat can be seen. Next to holy trees, sacred trees, in the tradition, and I'm talking about several thousand years ago, there would be a pillar, a stamba or a skamba. And the pillar here is known as Brahma Yupa. This is the sacrificial pillar, or the pillar of offering of Brahma himself, Brahma the creator. There is a tradition that Brahma himself created the universe at this space. There is a tradition that Brahma himself, through a yagya, created the universe here. That Bur, Bhuva, Swaha, separated here. That earth, atmosphere, and the skies, the heavens, separated right here. And that pillar is what represents the axis mundi, the center of the world, which extends from deep below us, through our world of the earth, into the skies, right up to the heavens themselves. That's here at the Sangam. Then we have the confluence of the rivers themselves. Ma Ganga, Ma Yamuna, and Ma Saraswati. Ma Ganga has moved over at least 10,000 years from the west to the east, washing the banks of the southern shore of modern-day Arail with its beautiful washing the banks of modern-day Arail with her beautiful waters, rich with the minerals and nutrients and bacteriophages coming off the Himalayas hundreds of miles, hundreds of kilometers to the north of here. Now Ma Ganga joins here with Ma Yamuna. Yamuna's waters also begin up in the Himalayas, of course in Yamunotri, before flowing down and joining right here at the Sangam. The waters of Ma Ganga flow much faster here than those of Ma Yamuna. That's because there is a bund, an embankment, built by Akbar to the north of the fort, to the north of Daraganj. So the river Ma Ganga actually now flows to the east of where it once did. It flows down here at a speed faster than it does between here and Mirzapur, which is 50 to 100 kilometers to the east of here. So it comes down really at quite a pace between Daraganj and Junsi. When it comes down, you see that the river seems to go backwards up Yamuna. That is the confluence itself. This is what Tulsidas described in the 16th century as being like the beautiful cows grazing on the dark green grass. And those lines of poetry are describing the white waters of Ma Ganga at the confluence reaching into the waters of Ma Yamuna, which are of a darker color. I've been able to take the snan right there at that sangam 5 times already. Today is the 6th time. Incredible blessing, incredible opportunity. And when we think of this place, this is a place that is astronomically at the center of a yog, a conjunction of Surya, of Brihaspati, of Chandra, and even this year of Shani. Shani is in Kumbh, being joined by Surya. So we're seeing the sun and Shani in the same constellation from today. And we also, same Rashi, and we have Purnima rising at the same time. So sunset today will coincide with moonrise. And it has never happened before that Kumbh Sankranti and Maghi Purna have happened on the same day at a Maha Kumbh Mela. Incredibly auspicious, incredibly fortunate to be here.